Well, hello everybody and welcome to my new gaming channel, Yo-Yo RZ. I'm going to dedicate this originally for Farming Simulator 19 when it comes out, because I'm a little bit late for Farming Simulator 17, but I've got impatient. And plus, I've also downloaded the Modern Classics DLC pack from the official website. And I thought I'd find a small map, and this map has been out for a few weeks now, about 3 weeks I think this map's been out, Millhouse Farm, and it's perfect size. So let's have a look and see what we get on with. Get it started. So here we are. Now I've already sold off all the original equipment that comes with the map, and I've got the Modern Classics already in there. So these are the 3 tractors you get in the pack. So you get the Massey Ferguson 390T, and I've got the front loader on there, so that will give me animals. You get the Case 5150, which is in its standard form. I've got no added extra bits in it, so as is. Same with the Massey Ferguson, just the front loader on that. And the JCB Fast Track 150, which I've given it the best engine I can give it, so that's going to be my monster, if you like. As for this, you get the trailer. So we've got a tipper, which I think holds 30,000 litres. And I might even be able to get this on a car. And then over here we've got the implements, which the fertiliser here in the middle is the in-game one, because you don't get a fertiliser with the pack. But you get the seeder, Amazon. What is it? The Amazon D8 or 0830 special. You also get this plough that comes with the pack. And I'm not even going to pronounce that name. Keneverland. And you get the Lemken cultivator. But also with the pack we get this down here. So you get the combine harvester, which is a New Holland TX34, and it comes with the trailer and the header. It'd be rubbish if it didn't come with a header. You could probably use any header with it though, I suppose, if you wanted. But this is the pack. I wanted to stick with the pack. So the only things that are not in the pack that I've got is that fertiliser that we just looked at, which is just there in the middle, and also what I like to play with, which is the old Land Rover, all mocked up. That's the Land Rover Defender. Now I chose all this because it is a British map. I am British. You can see in the top right hand corner I'm starting with £20,000, which is what you normally start with on normal difficulty, which is what I like to play on. And that is the equipment as we speak so far. So we've seen the tractors, we've seen the implements, we've got the tipper and the harvester, and of course my Land Rover over there. So field wise, let's have a look. We've got 35, 36, 28, 29 and 30, which are grass fields, all here. Crop fields for growing crops, we've got 12, 9, 11 and 10, so 9, 10 and 11. They can all be crops. There's like there's something in 10 which I do believe looks like wheat, and the other 3 fields are empty. The other 3 fields are cultivated, so they're ready to be seeded, and I take it for being ploughed. Yes, they all need ploughing, so I'm going to plough this one. I do believe this has got chopped straw mod on it, so the chopped straw mod, once I do this wheat, I should be able to plough it, and it'll be like a fertilisation. So that should be the first stage of fertilisation on field 10 once I've ploughed it. And we also got 21 and 22, which are also grass fields. Okay, so have a quick look in the garage, get a bit of a summarise. So this is all my equipment. So I have this, the Bradle fertiliser, the cultivator, which comes with the Modern Classics DLC, so as with the cultivator, the Massey Ferguson T90 tractor, which is only, well, this is 95 horsepower, not a great deal, but it will do. We have the tipper, which can hold all of this stuff, and it's got a capacity of 30,000. Got the Cape maximum 5150, which is 132 horsepower with a max speed of 24 miles per hour. The Cedar, also with the Modern Classics DLC, the Harvester, which is that 5,700 litres, so that should be perfect for the fields we have. So that should be good, nice size. And obviously the header, the trailer, and of course the last one that comes with the Modern Classics pack is the Chase EV, which I've ramped up to 40 miles an hour and 168 horsepower, which is going to be my beast. And of course I've got the classic Land Rover, good for the old British farms, or any farm I suppose really. So first off first, we need to harvest field 10. So let's get into our harvester, take a stroll down to field 10 and let's harvest it. So jump in, let's start her up. There we go. Right, let's see if we can get around this corner. I might have parked this a bit dodgy. Oh, let's hit the wall there. Nice and tight, we love it nice and tight. Well, we've got a gate, and let's oops, wrong button. Let's open up the gate. I'm also using a Thrustmaster T150 steering wheel. I've mapped out most of my stuff up, the important stuff I can, to the wheel. All the other stuff I've just mapped out to the numpad because that's the closest part of the keyboard I can get to. So, this is a New Holland harvester. Let's go and see field 10, which is just here. You can see from the little mini map below in the bottom left hand corner. And let's open the gate. Like so. So once we harvest this with the chopped straw mod, once we start ploughing it, we should be able to it'll be the first stage of fertilisation, and I'm going to have to fertilise it, which is always a good thing. So let's get this thing along the hedge here so we can get the header onto the harvester. I think that will do. Let's let it off the trailer and let's get it on there. Perfect. So, we'll harvest this bad boy then. It's not a big field, look, some of the little ones, which should take us too long. I may well time lapse it though, just to speed things on a little bit. So let's unfold the harvester, which is that. I'm going to turn the straw swath off, so let's comma. And I do believe we're ready to fire up and go. Yeah. Okie dokie then, right, let's start harvesting. I've not toured much on this map, so I don't know much about it. I've pretty much just downloaded it, sold all my equipment, got all the new Modern Classic stuff, and then got it from the shop back to the farm, and that's about all I've done. Once we come to start selling things and doing things, buying sheep, pigs, cows and things like that, or even buying fields if we get the money, and we'll have a good look around and see what's going on. Check out the map. I have watched a review on this map, so it looks pretty good on the reviews. Let's just get this down there like this, because it's a bit tight to turn the harvester around. No old bushes in the way. That's it. So 5,700 capacity in the week. So this is how much grain this thing can hold before we have to empty it. Because you should be able to do all of this field pretty easy with that, without emptying it. Yeah, that's it. We'll just go around the outside, and then we might well do up and down. Bit sluggish. I might well time lapse it, so in fact I will time lapse it actually, so I'm going to whiz through this and I'll see you in a second. Okay, so we're just on this last little sliver, and we'll get this bit done, and then we're going to plough the field, get it all ready for the next harvest. Now ploughing is a bit of a drag, and I'll probably time lapse that easy, and I'm very much thinking about ploughing the other 3 fields offline, because ploughing just does my nut in, I tell you. Especially with the ploughs you get, and if you use the Jimber plough, which I'll show you in a minute, the Jimber ploughs are the best ploughs you can get as a mod in my books. Just a little bit here, let's get that little bit there. So I will be investing in a Jimber plough as soon as I can get some money. Like I say, I think the cheapest one is £20,000, and I have £20,000. So I'm going to waste all my money just straight off on that. So that's that all harvested, all ready for the chopped straw to do its bit when we plough it. It'll be fertilised. Let's get the old pipe out and go and get a tipper, empty it out, and then bring back a plough. And we can turn the old plough off, can't we? Combine off. So let's get the old Massey Ferguson. Sounds a bit old rickety starting up, doesn't it? And let's get the old tip up, and let's go and empty the old combine out. Perfect. Okay. Now I do believe this thing can hold 30,000, and we didn't even get 5,000 out of that field, I believe, from that harvester. So probably, excuse me, probably do all 4 of them fields with this one tipper. But let's empty this bad boy out. So we can get a better look, zoom out a little bit, let's uncover it. And there we go. Let's get in there, let's fill her up. I don't know how much wheat I've actually got out of this field, we'll find out in a second. Should have checked, I did look at the bottom left right hand corner. At 4,000 I would have thought, 4,000 litres. And of course we've got that our field as well, field 9. Yeah, so the all need plan, I'm going to do them offline because look, 4,000, not a bad little guess. Alright, let's we can get this up to our silo and store it. We'll just keep storing it, I won't sell nothing just yet, I'll sell everything once we've got everything seeded and it's all growing. And we can go selling stuff from the silo around various places on the map. Bakeries and whatnot. Silos are here, look, these big brown towers. So there we are, look, the tip point's just here. So let's get this bad boy tipped. I don't know which way this thing tips out either, to be honest with you. I never build this, is it? I'll try. No, it goes like that, it's not too bad. So that's that done. Gold nugget down there, I see. Don't really bother with the gold nuggets. I did it on Goldcrest Valley when I first started. It took thinking ages to sort out and find all 100 of them to get £1,000,000. Right, so let's get this thing back to base. Don't really need to carry this trailer around. We can just pretty much just go around with it, just with this half, so with the head on. Yeah, we'll do it anyway. Looks good, doesn't it? Well, that wasn't quite on straight, was it? Let's back that up a little bit. That looks better. I don't want the head falling off. It'll be a nightmare trying to pick it up. To reset it, we don't want to be resetting things if we can help it. That should do that. Let's get that on. Right, let's get back to base. Hold the harvester up now, can't we? Why is it not folding up? There we go, that's better. Right, let's get this thing back to base, and then we're going to plough this field, make the use out the old chop straw mod. Get the first stage of fertilisation done, because I've got 3-stage. I don't know if I showed you that or not, so I've got all this stuff all off, and we've got fertiliser stage 3, periodic ploughing on, withering on, and plant growth at normal. Right, let's get this back and pick up our plough. Might use a JCB for the plough maybe. Might just store this thing just in here for the time being. Yeah, let's store it there. Right, let's seeds around here. Look, that's where we get our seeds, that's where we get our fertiliser, and we've got a fuel tank over there. And of course we can use those, but it costs money. We have a fuel tank on site, and seed and fertiliser, and we still have to pay for it. What should I use the Magnum to plough? Maxim. No, case. Yeah, let's use the case. Excellent, yeah, it's nice and chunky, should be good for ploughing. Oops. Like I said, I hate ploughing. It's one of my big hates. I don't mind fertilising, harvesting, seeding, all that sort of stuff I don't mind, but ploughing drives me nuts. Let's get the old plough ready to go. There we go. And then let's get this field ploughed. And like I said, I do the other 3 fields ploughing if we plant anything, so I'll do that offline because it is a bore lake. So let's get on with this ploughing. I'm going to time lapse this one though, because you might want to see me plough a field. I'll probably do that a bit better, to be honest with you. I'll get a bit more space, but there we go. I'm going to time lapse this one, and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, down to the last little sliver of ploughing. It is a ball lake ploughing. I do tell you that it takes so long to do. That's why I like the Jimber ploughs, which I might invest in later on, but you know, I said to myself I'll do the Mod Classics DLC back, so I'll stick with this for what I can. I'll do the other 3 fields offline with this plough, just to get all 4 fields all ready for seeding. And let's get this last little bit, and then we can start growing some stuff, earning some money, get some animals, some pigs, sheep, cows. Sheep will probably be the first ones to get older first, easiest to look after. Plus the wool goes for a bit of money as well. Oh, that's that done. That is a painstaking job getting that all ploughed up. So if you have a look on our map now, you can see, if we go to that field 10 is now blue, fertilised. If we turn that off, you see it doesn't need ploughing. There's a little spot there that I missed, but I'm not going to worry about that. Okay, and then obviously I'm going to get 9, 11 and 12 all ploughed up. They're slightly bigger. Field 11 looks like it's an odd shape as well, and so does field 12 here. Looks like it's not completely rectangle, which is good, it's not bad. I'll get them all ploughed up offline, because it is a bore. You don't just see me going up and down all around in circles just ploughing a field. You would just see me do that, and it is the worst job in my opinion. Everything else I can handle: seeding, fertilising, harvesting, forestry, everything, all that. I love it all. Ploughing. But once you plough the field, you can do 3 lots of crops in there before they start taking a dip in yield. So now that the fields are ploughed, we can do 3 lots of harvesting, or 3 lots of crop growing and harvesting in that field. So I think that is going to be it for this episode. Obviously in the next episode we'll get some seeding done, because I'm going to plough the other 3 fields offline, get them all seeded. I might even, you know, take that, maybe the Land Rover and the trailer if it fits. I'll give that a go in a minute, and sell some stuff in the silos, which we currently have 11,500 wheat, nearly 7,000 barley, 5,300 rape or canola, 4,500 maize stroke corn, 6,500 soybean, and just over 4,000 sunflower. So we'll do that while the fields are grey, once I've seeded them, which I'll do in the next episode. Like I said, I'll get the boring job, or let me show you quickly the plough I'm on about, because this, I might keep it just for the fact that I promised myself I'll do the modern classics, but the best plough to get is a mod. I think it's on Mod Hub in game as well, so you can easily get it, and it is the Jimper, I do believe you pronounce it. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but this is the smallest one, £20,000, and that does 3.6 meters. Takes 170 horsepower to drag it through the ground, so I believe the JCB should be able to handle that, not a problem. So if you enjoyed that, thank you very much. Give us a like. If you didn't, don't. It's up to you. Subscribe if you wish. And I'll see you in the next episode for some seeding. Thank you very much for watching.